We're here at Sutton Hoo doing a major archaeological project, all sponsored by Time Team. Most people would think so much digging has happened at Sutton Hoo, we must know everything about it, but that's not really the case because the excavations have all been focused mostly on the famous burial mounds, but we don't really know about the story of the landscape around the mounds. So we're in the field today with the test pit diggers who are digging little miniature 1 metre excavations. We've had geophysics in this field, but up the hill above us near the visitor centre we've got a big trench, and that hopefully is finding different settlements of different periods in that field. So we're hoping to sort of put all this together into a picture of the history of the whole Sutton Hoo landscape.
So digging the test pits, it's a sampling strategy basically. So we just want to get a sense of what sort of archaeological deposits are where in this landscape. So we've essentially done a line of test pits, and you can see them just sort of running across. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And the process is they're a metre square, and we dig down through them, we take the turf off, then we go down sort of 10 centimetres at a time. All of the soil that comes out of the test pits is sieved for fines to a 10mm mesh, or if it's really clay, you have to break the clay up to that sort of size. So we're looking for fines as small as your sort of fingernail. So iron artefacts and pottery in the later period, and then flint in the earlier periods. But because you never know what's going to turn up, we're basically looking for whatever is there.
We never know what we're going to find. We always have a best guess. So we do a huge amount of research. We go back through all the historical archives that we can find, the maps. We go to people that have been involved with the land or are experts, and we create a script according to what we think we might find. We place our trenches thinking that we might find X. More often than not it turns to Y, but we've usually planned for Y as well. We have 3 crews, and we have them positioned in different places so that if we're maybe doing a background scene, we've got somebody else doing what we call trench watch, and they are sitting there waiting for something to happen. And it's a lottery. Sometimes the minute you stop and you go away, that's when they find the thing. But we have to be prepared for everything. That's what archaeology is about.
We're now up on our main excavation site near the visitor centre, and we're using the JCB digger to go down gently layer by layer, and then we spray with water over the disturbed soil, and that exposes any little finds like Neolithic flints or bits of pottery, and they're all GPS'd, so we get their precise location in 3 dimensions that can all be then plotted on a computer. So all the finds from the test pits and this excavation go off to the house, where we've got another team of volunteers who are cleaning them all up. We discard anything which is not archaeologically interesting, then it's all labelled, bagged up to be taken away to be identified by the experts, and then included into our final report.
We and the National Trust are in the business of making history accessible, and the story that we tell is about the story of that week and about how our ideas were at the beginning and how they are at the end.
Everything has its historic value, so it's all piecing that together and actually getting the story of everyday people at Sutton Hoo as well as these famous kings.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle, and we have a very small number of the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle, and it's not one jigsaw puzzle, but it's a whole series, one laid on top of the other. We've got to work out which pieces of the puzzle fit together and then try and reconstruct the big picture. It's exciting because it's, people in the past making their way in the world, living their lives, meeting the challenges they faced and leaving those traces behind them. And the excitement is making sense of that story.